we're on week 9 of football. Kyle, you ready?
I'm ready. This is there's a couple of easy games and there's a lot of hard ones. So,
there are a lot of hard ones.
And I have a feeling we're gonna have a couple of disagreements on this week, Blake. There's a lot of good games.
Last week we had all the same picks. We went 10-3.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kyle said, though, this week we're gonna have a lot of different picks, which, you know, us having the same picks is very rare.
Yes, it is.
So last week was a lopsided week. So let's go ahead and get the picks started.
Now, hold on. Now, I know you can hear maybe our voices are a little cracked or hurting a little bit. Well, we were at the Monday Night Football game, one of the most memorable games I've ever been at, and the Chiefs got away with the win. But that's why our voices are a little hoarse or distorted or whatever. So. Here, let's get on with the picks now. That we apologize for our voices.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. So yeah. All right, Kyle. Jets at Buffalo. Who do you have in this one?
Ooh, I'm a Jets type guy. I love the Jets. I love Rex Ryan, and I don't necessarily like the Bills, but I think the Bills get a win here. And yeah, I think the Bills get a win here. It doesn't change the fact of what I think about the Bills. I still don't think they're an elite team, but I think the Bills beat the Jets here because I don't think the Jets offense can stay on the field long enough to keep Fred Jackson off the field. And I think Fred Jackson's one of the top running backs right now in the National Football League, and I think he gets work done.
J-E-T-S, Jets.
Ooh.
My question is, all right, you know what, before I state my question, can we agree that Ryan Fitzpatrick will always be Ryan Fitzpatrick?
You're taking the words right out of my mouth. Yeah.
So do you think Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to beat a Rex Ryan defense? I know they've had their problems this year.
Yeah, but do you think that now? Do you think Rex Ryan's defense can beat the super consistent Fred Jackson? Do
Yes.
you think Fitzpatrick is going to even drop back and give Revis a chance to do it?
He better not.
He's not going to.
Revis
That's
will
why
pick him like boogers.
That's why I think Fred Jackson's going to have a big game, and you give him the ball, throw it to him, give him the ball on a handoff. Fred Jackson's doing work, week in and week out. I got Buffalo.
Jets. Seattle at Dallas, Kyle.
This is one of the easy ones this week. I got Dallas in this. I think Romo has a good game.
Dallas is going to recover from last week. I like Dallas as well. Cleveland at Houston, another easy one. I've got Houston. Not only they're going to win this game, but they will win their division.
They will absolutely win their division. Andre Johnson is expected to come back not this week, but next week. I think this team just gets better. Adrian Foster's back. This team gets better.
I agree. Miami at Kansas City. I almost went Miami. I'm picking Kansas City. But when I think about last week, the Rams beating the Saints, you know, eventually the Chiefs' little winning streak's going to end, and eventually Miami's going to get their first win.
But I don't think it's this week.
I think it could be. Don't be surprised if Miami beats Kansas City, but I don't see Miami's offense putting more points on the Chiefs' defense than the Chiefs' offense does on the Miami's defense.
When I look at Houston and then I look at the Chiefs, I look at two teams that can only get better. And I think Kansas City with all those weapons, I don't see how Miami wins this game. I got Kansas City all in all.
This game was tough for me. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. And I'm going New Orleans simply because they lost last week. They're going to be awfully upset about that. And they've got Tampa Bay this week. Last time these two teams met, Tampa Bay beat New Orleans 26-20.
And an upset. Everyone considered that an upset.
Sean Payton ain't going to let that happen again. They're both very inconsistent this year. But I'm going to go the Saints.
I got Saints too. I think it's going to be another close game, but I think the Saints get it done this time. One of the toughest things in the league to do is to beat a team twice, and that is tough. But Saints, I got Saints.
San Francisco at Washington, Kyle. Who do you have?
You know, you can look at the videos before. I was on Washington. I liked Washington, but they're coming too many problems, too many injuries, quarterback controversy. They're running a double running back scheme. You know, Shanahan, it worked in Denver. I don't think he got the talent in Washington to do what he did with running backs in Denver. So Washington, too many problems. Yeah.
One thing
this game.
I will say about Mike Shanahan, which I've always loved about him, he is very, very good at producing running backs.
He is.
He can make a dud into a stud.
But I don't think the talent's there, though. I mean, I think you got to have raw talent, and I don't think Washington has that raw talent. And 49ers win. I love the 49ers.
You know, I do too. I'm definitely sold.
I'm definitely
on San Francisco. As Kevin Knopf would say, I'm drinking San Francisco's Kool-Aid.
Yes. Shout out. Fan of the month, Kevin.
Yeah, he's always, you know, he tests us.
He tests us. I like Kevin. I hope he keeps commenting.
Yeah, we got to stay true to ourselves, because if we don't, he'll get on to us.
Yeah.
Denver at Oakland, Kyle.
I like Oakland. I'm really curious as to see Carson Palmer in action. You know, he's gotten a bye week. I like Oakland in this one. I do not like Tebow. I don't think he's even I don't think he's going to be an NFL quarterback in a couple of years. So I like Oakland.
We talked about that last week. You know how we both feel about Tim Tebow. I like Oakland. By the way, I like Tim Tebow. He's not a quarterback.
Right.
Cincy at Tennessee. My upset. I'm going Tennessee because I am not sold on the Bengals, and I've said that. They are going to start losing, and they will not make the playoffs. Not going to happen. Tennessee wins.
I don't know about all that. I'm sold on the Bengals, but I think Tennessee is a better team than what they're showing right now. I think Chris Johnson is going to break out at some point in this season. It's a matter of time. I think Hasselbeck's playing one of his better seasons in his career. I got the Bengals losing this one, but I still have the Bengals making it into the playoffs. Tennessee
Not
wins.
a chance. St. Louis, Arizona. I've got Arizona. They're just the better team. I mean, and neither team's good, but I think St. Louis is worse than Arizona. Therefore, I'm going Arizona.
Now, I like Arizona. I think they are a good team, Blake. I think Arizona is a good team.
What?
They've had a ridiculous schedule.
You think Arizona is
They've had a ridiculous schedule.
Kyle,
and
look at their division. That's the weakest division in football.
But you got to think about the other teams that they're playing. They almost beat the Steelers, and they almost beat Baltimore. And you and me both agree. I know how you stand on Baltimore and the Steelers. You like them both. And Arizona almost beat them both. So maybe they're not on that level, but they're somewhere and up there.
Well, Miami's almost beat quite a few teams, but they're still winless.
Yeah, right. You're right about that. But, you know, Miami, when push comes to shove, they can't win. They cannot win.
Arizona's not showing many signs.
Arizona's at least won a couple games more than Miami. I like Arizona.
I like Arizona over Seattle as a team. I do not like Arizona. Giants at New England.
Ooh, all right. I like the Giants. I love the Giants.
What?
Eli Manning having the career season that he's finally deserved, finally been working for. He is top 5 material right now in the NFL. At this season, he is a top 5 quarterback, bar none. You know, and he's got weapons around him. He's got a running game around him. He's got a defense.